Yeah, man. Right back at you. I got 19 minutes to record. So I was talking about the breakup, cancel culture, and everything else like that. My last video lately, when I start recording, my YouTube comes out of nowhere and be like, "Oh, sorry," it unexpectedly stopped working. So from now on, what I do is I record on my regular recording and upload it instead of recording right on the app itself. I just record it on my phone and just upload it later on instead of just because at least I have to record it on my phone. I can upload it anytime instead of just losing talking for 40 something minutes and losing the whole content of it. But like I was saying about this whole breakup thing, which they call cancel culture, right? What white supremacists is trying to do through this canceling culture is erasing their history. You feel me? Because they already thinking 10 to 20 years in advance. So by erasing things like the what do you call it? The hateful speech that they have in cartoons. Remember, they got rid of their statues and everything else like that. They are erasing the wrong that they've done in history by the so-called cancel culture. You feel me? And be quiet. Y'all niggas, I'm getting to somewhere. It's funny how some people get offended by what I'm saying. Are you white supremacists? Or is the fact that there's a white in there? Why don't we just not use white and put hate supremacists? Because you niggas is too attached to the color white. And it's like, you feel me? Just calm down, man. For real, for real, for real. There's a difference between white supremacists and white people. A big, big difference. Niggas just need to understand that, like, it's not a badge of honor to be white or black or blue. We all the same people. Anyway, this is just another form of white supremacists trying to they trying to erase themselves from history by implicating that they didn't do nothing wrong across the world. When we know what they did across the world. Look at what they did in Africa. Look at what they did in Americans. Look at what they did in Europe and all over the world. Feel me? Asia and everything else. Look at the slave trade. Look at what they did to a particular group of people. You feel me? Look at the name that they changed. They changed people's name. They took people's culture away. They took people's language away. And this whole cancel culture, this whole breakup thing that they're doing. When I told you breakup is breaking things up into pieces. You feel me? So they're literally trying to eliminate every aspect of what they done wrong through history by the actions that they're conducting right now. Feel me? I can't use my favorite camera, but there is. I usually can flip the camera around to show y'all, but hey, but it's all good. They are literally trying, through these cancel culture, are literally trying to erase the wrongdoing that they have done through history itself. Let me wait until this shit pass by. You know, you always gotta stay on point. You gotta look the devil in the eye sometime, you feel me? I'm not saying the person that just drove by the devil, but sometimes you never know. I can't call it for what it is, so you just gotta look the devil in the eye. Like, yeah, I'm right here, my nigga, what's up? Get behind me. Anyway, look. So that's what they're doing through their action. Look at what they've done. Look, there's people in America right now. Look at the African American community. They changed their name, they changed their last name, they changed their language, you feel me? They changed everything about the people that they brought here. They stripped them away of all these things and replaced them with something else. If you're gonna cancel culture, why don't we cancel culture, the American government culture? How about that? How about we cancel the American government? How about we cancel Spain for what they did to the people in the Caribbeans and the people or what they did to the Mexican people in Mexico and what they did across all around Africa and all around the world? Why don't we cancel Portugal? Why don't we cancel British? And the reason why I'm speaking English right now is because of these people. So why don't we cancel them? There's nothing good about it. We make good out of something that was terrible. You feel me? People be like, but look at the way the world is from whose point of view? You feel me? Who is going to say that the other way wasn't better? You feel me? Mankind will always make something bad into good. You feel me? It's an intangible. What is bad and what is good? You feel me? But look at what they've done. I'm saying if we're gonna take that route, and we start canceling people, why don't we just cancel all these? Why don't we just go back into the core of it all instead of canceling these so-called cartoon characters, Speedy Gonzalez and Dr. Seuss and all? Like, come on, man. Shit is out of control. Knocking down statue of Abraham Lincoln. They even going for George Washington. Like, come on, man. Sooner or later, they're going to come from MLK. Oh, he had bank accounts on top of bank accounts that he was hiding from the people. Then they're going to come after Malcolm X. They're going to try to erase everything that points to their racist past and the destructive behavior and that sinister, and just the malice of it all. The devilish act that they put upon the world just so they can have the riches that they have today. So if you're going to cancel people, why don't we start there? Why don't we start there, my niggas? Feel me? Why don't we start, what we want to cancel shit? Why don't we start canceling our last names? The Johnsons and the Jacksons and the Petersons. That's not our last name. Why don't we start canceling the Gonzalez and the Rodriguez and all this other names? That's not your name. Why don't we just start canceling the language that we speak? Because you know that was not you before they came here. We know that the language that you speak determine the expression of, like when French people, they say when you speak French, you become more passionate. So we know that when you speak Spanish, you become a little more spicy, I guess. When you speak English, I guess you become more like an Englishman, whatever. So we know that language determines your attitude and also determines the expression of how you speak that language. Because saying language requires you to have motions and the movement of your hand, the gesture, and the pinpointing of things. So we know that even just taking away our language changed the nature of who we are. So if you're going to cancel something, why don't we start there? You feel me? Why don't we start canceling languages? Why don't we just canceling things that was enforced onto us? I know y'all knew I was going to talk about this because, you know what I mean? I'm reading something, all this shit came up, and I'm like, fuck out of here, man. We not even who we are. And you out here trying to enforce yourself onto somebody else, and you're not even who you are. You feel me? We don't even know how the way we behaving, we don't even know that's how a man is supposed to behave. We don't even know that that's how a woman is supposed to behave. Some of these women are so... Yeah, the phone call is coming in. Look at this. When you start talking like this, that's when niggas, nobody got this number. I swear nobody do. Nobody. When I said nobody, probably only T-Mobile got that number because I just got it from T-Mobile. And I swear there's calls coming from all over the place sometimes. Every time I start talking like this, they get paranoid and start. If we don't even know how that the way we act as men is supposed to be the way we act. We don't even know how the way the woman act, that's how she's supposed to act. We don't even know the relationship between men and women are the right way of the communication between the two. That's how they're supposed to act. You feel me? You hear all the, trust me, I do my research and I listen to these talk shows and they tell you how a woman is supposed to be and how a man is supposed to be. And I'm like, man, the things that we have went through, the mental slavery that we have went through, we could be doing things all wrong, my nigga. You feel me? They inspire me to talk about these kind of things because they be fucking with my video. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just go deeper because y'all niggas be going. Y'all just, the best thing for y'all niggas to do is just leave me alone. So I'm like, let's just go deeper. I got 10 more minutes with y'all. But I'm like, yo, how? When I start talking like this too, these niggas start talking, oh, his breath stink and this, that. They try to distract you away from the message that I'm trying to tell you. Y'all niggas trying to get to the root canal. Come on, get to the tip canal. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Like, trying to take information out of my mouth. Like, what's wrong with y'all niggas? You feel me? I'm feeding y'all niggas. I'm like I was saying previously on another video, I was feeding these niggas. I'm an ego. I came along and I'm coming along and I'm feeding my children. And you know how an ego sometimes open his mouth and basically the kids come around and start, they little kitties start eating out the ego's mouth. That's what these niggas is doing lately. Then they want to be like, his breath this and his breath that. You need to go to the... I'm like, yeah, that shit is old, man. They did the same shit in New York City, man. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something new. Tell me a new lie. Anyway, let's get back to it. So I'm listening to all these shows and I'm doing my research and everything else like that. And I'm like, there's a lot of people that's doing their own thing. And there's a bunch of people that's doing the same thing. And it seems like the more people that's doing the same thing, the right it is. I guess the majority of the people that's doing the same thing, it happens to look right, but it's not right. You feel me? Because most of the things that we knew from our past has been taken away from us. You feel me? People came across Europe and everything else and started dividing countries for their own liking. Destroy records. You feel me? Let's be for real, man. Let's be for real. Let's look at it for what it is. You feel me? They restarted history and told their story. They told his story, and they started making things to what they think it was. And became how you delete all the information, millions of years of human civilization. You deleted it just so that you can start your own information. This started from scratch. It was like, nah. They were so biased against what they came to see from the African knowledge all across the world that they decided to erase that history and started World War I and World War II just to bomb shit and break all this and cover up. That's what they did. That's what all these world war was about. It was just a way for them to just go around the world and steal riches and enrich themselves and just cover up the dirt that they seen across the world. Anybody that goes around the world talking about they archaeologists and do that shit is all bullshit. It later on became that. The archaeologists of today, nah, that's not what it was. They was going around the world to search for information, to dig up people's people's grave and steal informations and all that shit and destroy it and make the world in their own image because they didn't like what they saw. Imagine digging up. Imagine you being biased, thinking you was different from everybody else, right? And I'm talking about white supremacists. And now when you digging up, all you can see is what? Africa, African, bird flu. And all you can see is just black. You going back in time, it's black. You feel me? Of course you're gonna be mad, you're gonna be discouraged. You feel me? Because you think that you're different from the rest. You think you're different from what you've seen, but at the same time we are all the same. They didn't know about epigenetics and everything else like that. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. The cancel culture. Let's get back to the cancel. Why don't we just start canceling all these things? We know that that's not, we know. I know that that's shit, nigga. I'm blessed enough to be from Africa. You feel me? I got a little bit of who I am. You feel me? I seen what a strong woman look like. You feel me? So when you live in a same society and you dealing, look, man. I came from a place where I'm dealing with the same kind of woman, right? I'm dealing with a strong woman. When I say I'm dealing with a strong woman, I'm around my aunts and my grandmas and everything else. They didn't have a society where they was oppressed. So that woman was expressing herself truly, fully on what her potential is. So I didn't have to display my masculine attributes to attract a woman in any form or shape. But in America, it's a different environment. You feel me? You have oppression of women. You have oppression of men too. You feel me? Don't get it twisted. We need to cancel the American government. That's what we need to, that mentality. You feel me? That's what we need to start to cancel. Because these were the same people that was endorsing slavery, that endorsed Jim Crow, that endorsed segregation. You feel me? Come on, let's be for real. We cancel all these things. Why don't we just start there? Don't start with the statue of erasing. No, how about we cancel the mentality of it? Because all you're doing is erasing these things from history, and you're not holding these people accountable. And when our kids will forget about these things, because the only thing we can do when we look at history is to pinpoint how people was setting. It's to pinpoint a movement or a behavior during that time, and we can analyze it from that time and period. So if you're taking away these pinpoints out of history, how can we hold these people accountable and make sure these things do not happen again with all this cancel culture? You feel me? We cannot be that dumb and we just, we gotta remove this person and remove that statue and cancel this. Like, come on, man. Y'all niggas is acting like y'all always on y'all period. Y'all niggas need to, like, calm the fuck down with y'all simple-minded thoughts. You feel me? Y'all bugging with that bullshit y'all on, man. Y'all gotta start thinking for yourself. I keep telling y'all that. Y'all gotta think for yourself. It seems We love when people think for us. Shit, we got to the point where we don't even get to pick our own cars. We don't even pick our own clothes. We fit. There's an industry for that. There's an industry for everything, to the point where we don't even think no more. Fashion, there's an industry for that. Food, there's an industry for that. The way you news, there's an industry for that. There's an industry for every aspect of life that in this form of environment, we don't even think for ourselves. We just sit around and let somebody else think for us. It's convenience. It's like New York City sometimes. I wake up in the middle of the night. There's a convenience store. I can go in at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Because it's convenient. You've been so comfortable that you can't even think for yourself. They even gave you your name, the way you act. Shit, I came to California and these niggas was acting the same way that they never even act before I came here. You seen the noise? That's the, oh shit, motherfucker. That's the devil. I appreciate it. That would have been a. You seen the behavior. Through my own experience, I can tell that story. You feel me? You see the behavior of it all. You seen people adapt things that it's not even theirs. How can you start acting like that towards somebody? I can understand me, you attack me, but how you attack other people who had nothing to do with it at all? How do you change your behavior that fast and that quick? How? Come on, man. Who are we kidding out here? You feel me? Look, like y'all niggas not even seeing what I'm seeing. These people change their behavior, change their walk, change the way they talk, change the way they treated each other. And that was just in the span of 5 or 6 months. You feel me? Because we allow people to think for us. You feel me? Because we're not even ourselves. Because the name that we carry is not even ours. You feel me? Then we want to blame people that's going through the same thing that we going through. I say we because I always involve myself in it. We blame the same people the same thing that we going through. We fighting against ourselves. Like, come on, man. Like, who's the better change? I change better than you. Shit, I'm not myself, so I'm gonna fight against somebody to show them that I'm all the way not myself. Like, come on, man. Like, niggas need to get their shit together. I'm just saying, like you niggas gotta understand, the name that we have, Jeffrey, is not my name, nigga. It was a name given to me. My last name is an African name, thank God. My middle name is an African name. But Jeffrey is an English name, just so people can feel comfortable in pronouncing your name type shit like that. But that's not even your name. You feel me? They still got the gates locked. Bill Gates. Anyway, you feel me? Niggas doing all this cancel culture, but what are y'all really canceling? How about you start canceling yourself? Put an X on your name. How about that? That's a cancel. That's a start. Why don't we start doing that? You feel me? Let's put an X on our name. You feel me? There's a difference between cancel culture and the difference between erasing history. What we doing is just canceling history. We erasing history and not holding these people accountable for the things that they've done throughout history. That's what we're doing. We're not holding them accountable, but we more likely to hold Jeffrey accountable for saying the things that he said. They're so quick to attack me, but wouldn't attack the person who did that shit to them. You feel me? Look at the food that you eat. That's not even your food. That's not even your culture. You feel me? Like, come on, man. That's not y'all, man. That's not us. That's not y'all. That's not none of us. So stop fighting me for something that's not you, because you fighting on behalf of the person that put you in that same place anyway. Let's be for real. I'm tired of you niggas. For real, for real. And I'm about to stop recording because that time will. All right, man.